can be saved. Nothing you can do, but you can learn how to be you. It's easy. All you need is love now. All you need is love. All you need is love.
My name is Reverend Wiengard, and I am the Senior Minister of Center of the Heart. It all started really when I was 3 months old and had polio and was told I would never walk. As a result, I surrendered to God, as did my parents. So my life has always been about God. I do walk. I didn't until I was 13 years old. And so now it's been sort of a miraculous opening of God and more God, and an opportunity to share that with other people.
This rose just for you because you are even more beautiful than that rose. You know that?
So that's sort of what led me to ministry. I've always been about love. That's my message, that's my vision, that I am here to share love and to open people to the ability to know that they are loved. Not only that they give love, but that love is the truth of who they are. I've been here for 2 years, a little over 2 years. When I got here, there was the physical building. There was nothing on the walls. There were flowers at the service which were bought at Save-On in the plastic wrapper and in the wrapper put into a vase. There was no music. There was no prayer. There was no meditation. There were no practitioners really here on an ongoing everyday basis. And the whole focus was different. When I came in, I said, if we're going to be a spiritual center, this is what we need to do. We need to start everything with prayer. And we need to meditate, and we need to get clear that we're a spiritual center, and we are here for the spiritual enrichment and unfoldment of each and every soul that comes through that door.
Welcome to our Center of the Heart, a place for illumination, transformation, and celebration.
The center's been here since 1945. It was Santa Barbara Church of Religious Science. Then it was changed to Lighthouse Church of Religious Science. I arrived and I said, no church. We're not calling it church because church has a lot of different agenda for people. So I changed it to Lighthouse Center of the Heart. And then realizing that we were no longer even a lighthouse, that we needed to step into the new paradigm of who we are and the joy of our name, and truly we really are a Center of the Heart, that we now have changed the name fully and we are Center of the Heart. And that is who we are. It has been called religious science. We're in the process now of even thinking about changing that name because religious has a certain connotation, and so does science. But basically what it is, it's a philosophy and a religion in a way, and a way of life. So what Ernest Holmes, who's the founder, has done is he has called all the great ancient teachings and brought it up to present. So it's ancient wisdom, new thought. New thought means that we are about knowing that there is a power in our own mind and that God is present within each of us as well as present in everything. It's a way of life because I've often said, don't believe a thing I say. Don't believe a thing you read about it. Unless you can prove it to yourself, it isn't true. So I love that. I love that it is something that I can consistently prove to myself. And Ernest Holmes also believed in something that was called open at the top. And that means open at the top means we're always changing. It isn't, as some religions are, very set and very static, and this is the way it is, it's the way it always will be. Well, that's not true of us as human beings, and it's not true of life. We are always growing and changing and evolving. The universe is always expanding. So I love this teaching for that reason. The personality of this particular minister is about joy and about celebration and about being yourself and being big for God. I would say that underscores my name. Be big for God. Be all that you are in the way that Spirit comes through you fully and completely. And that's the message. It's a great message. Trans-denominational spiritual center means we love everyone. It means that Everybody is welcome. People do not have to drop their religion. Actually, you can honor your religion. That's what got you here in the first place. And aside from loving everybody, there is no sin, there's no evil, there's no dogma, there's no hell. So we're all about celebration and knowing that you're already whole. You're a spiritual being made in the likeness and the image of Spirit, and you are already whole and complete. At about 9 o'clock, we pray on every chair, every single Sunday. And when those prayers are done, the sanctuary is pretty well set. Many ministers are not present at all before the service. They come out when the service starts. Some of them only come out when they do their talk. I know that that's the only time I'm going to be able to spend the majority of time with my spiritual family. So I'm present. I'm at the door hugging everybody when they come in. Because I'm a part of this family, I'm not separate from the family. It's why I don't speak from on top of a pulpit. It's why I speak down on the ground level with everybody else, because we're all on this journey together.
Because there's so much before you that if you are worn down, you will not have the energy to withstand what is happening. You are really being forced to look at your stuff, forced to deal with your stuff, forced to be in truth. No more can we pretend. This is not what's happening now. It is wake up time. Wake up and be fully alive to all that you are.
Many ministers will devise their talks for the next year. I have never done that, have no intention of doing that. My way is that I move into a meditative place and get the intuitive sense of what's going on for people every week. It's always fresh and it's always relevant. So that means that what I do is live in the now. So on Sunday, our services are very spontaneous because I never know what's going to happen. With the kids, I don't know what's going to happen. With the spiritual family, things happen in the universe that I need to be present with and talk about. But on this past Sunday, I brought my son, who is uniquely abled, who is now 18 and a half and doesn't walk or talk. He's fed by a feed tube. He has seizure disorder, and he got all dressed up in a tuxedo, and he was on the pulpit in his tuxedo and his little spiffy patent leather shoes. And it was an opportunity, not knowing how that was going to go at all. I had no agenda. I had a whole other service planned on Sunday, except that I knew he would be here. And when he was put up on the pulpit with me, I was just so moved that all I could do was to speak about what unconditional love is. So the whole service was just around the celebration of who he is and being able to share that love and that joy and that emanation with everybody. I think one thing I can say that is always present in our Sunday celebrations is the music. I'm moving from a place of vision. I know it's about touching everyone, shifting the planet, changing the entire universe. And I know that we can do it. And I know that we can do it by changing one heart at a time. So my commitment really is My vision is to touch hearts. To see or not to see? That is the question. What is spiritual vision? Spiritual vision is seeing God as the source of everything.
As we gather here in oneness, we see God in every face.
And so when we get caught up in the stuff of this world, the relationships, thinking that something outside of you is going to fill you up and make you whole, that you're going to see it over there and that's going to be it from across the room, it's empty, because in the long run it won't serve you.
Where are the dreams that we once had? This is the time to bring them back. What were the promises? Caught on the tips of our tongues. Do we forget or forgive? There's a whole lot of life waiting to be lived. One day we'll pray tonight, talk with conviction of the heart. And down your streets I walked alone, as if my feet were not my own. Such is the fact that doors I have opened and closed. I'm tired of living this life, fooling myself, believing you were right. I'd never give my love with any conviction of the heart. Heard it hundreds of times. You say you're aware, believe that you can. Do you care enough? Where's your conviction? The heart.